And
There.
Fletch has a pet pseudo dragon, but he's not bringing it with him.
Manning this game of 5th edition D&D. I have 3 players here for this random encounter game. Another one of those seek and destroy games, unless one of the players wants to do something else. I have no problem doing something else. I'm going to have them introduce themselves, going from my usual left to right from what I can see on my screen. Starting with Julian.
Hello, my name is obviously Julian. I am playing Gotimer. He's a half-orc barbarian. He, as you can tell by the picture, he's pretty standard. He's covered in blue tattoos and pointedly never wears a shirt.
Yeah. Then we have Matt number 2.
Hello, everybody. I am Matthew number 2. I will be playing Eridan, the human variant fighter rogue, who is getting rather good at shooting things from a distance.
Then we have Ty.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm playing Fletch, 12th level human fighter. And he needs to have vacation from home, so that's why he's showing up to the guild.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys are just hanging around the guild hall. It does have... Guild hall does have a bar where they have a little keg to give drinks to members there, but there actually is a full tavern across the road. So, they got a little thing on the table, so the tavern's not that angry that the people are drinking there instead of at their place, which is literally 15 feet away. So, so you guys are hanging around, and just like normal, notice gets put on the board.
I'll walk up and see what it is.
Yeah. A farmer is putting up notice. Their livestock is being attacked at night. So they need. They usually have this problem every once in a while. The notice says it's every year or so, when bears come out of hibernation, they have a habit of, since their farm is the closest to the mountains, they have a habit of bears waking up from hibernation and snacking on their animals. So
that sounds simple enough.
Yeah, it's very simple. Completing the task and making sure just wanting you to watch their herd overnight. If anything comes down from the mountains, or just kill it, and you'll get 100 gold at the end of it. They know there's at least 2 bears, 2 different, because they've noticed 2 different sets of tracks. So there's at least 2 of them that come down at night, snack on their herd, and then go home.
This sounds awesome.
Gotimer's gonna... Sorry.
I was going to say, it sounds awesome because the world doesn't need to be saved. There's no dragons. There's no damsel in distress. It's just hunting bears. They won't be bears, but...
Gotimer's going to stand up from drinking his beer that he needed to recover from the journey he had earlier in the day, and
Oh,
he's
this is
gonna.
a different day. I'll
Oh,
give
it's a different day.
is guaranteed to be the next day of any other game.
Okay, and that is from the journey he had yesterday with all the insane people, and walks over, sees the notice, and says, "Oh, this seems menial enough. I'll do it."
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Cool. Fletch will pat Aridin in the back, and then he'll turn to Godimer and put out a hand, and he'll actually say in Orcish, "Well met. I'm always glad to see an Orcish face around here."
Godimer is surprised, but takes the hand and shakes it firmly. Happy to have met someone else who speaks his language.
Oh yeah, my best friend in the world's a half orc.
Let's see. Do I speak Orc? No, I do not.
What race are you, by the way?
I'm a human.
Human?
Yes,
Okay.
slow as Fletch.
Okay.
But you'll notice something a little odd about Aridin. Well, a lot of little somethings, but currently I have small multicolored chromatic scales all over every part of my body you can see.
They're fleshy scales. They're not like lizard scales. It's still skin. It's just it looks like scales.
Yeah, Godimer doesn't look too much like a half-orc. The only giveaway is his ears that are pointed, and if you look closely at his beard, you can see that his tusks are hidden in the beard. And obviously, his skin is gray, which is also a giveaway.
Yeah. Does he have shaven tusks?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
He was. He was. There's the whole thing behind his shaven tusks.
Okay. So, you three formed an adventure party to head out. Fletch definitely knows the area. He can tell you, yeah, that farm's 2 days to the east from here.
Cool.
Because it's back in there by the mountains.
Okay.
Well, we might want to requisition some horses.
Yeah.
The guild actually has 10 horses in a cart. They're not kept at the guild. They're at the city stables.
Yeah. Out of the 10 horses and 2 carts you got, there's 7 horses and 1 cart there.
Okay.
3 horses never made it back, and 1 cart never made it back.
From where?
Different games.
Oh, okay. That's kind of bad.
So how much does a horse cost?
It depends on what kind of horse you want.
A war horse.
Give me a second. I can look it up because I can never remember the prices of animals.
I think a war horse is 75 gold. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Aridin will replace the horses because pretty sure one of the horses might be my fault.
No, a riding horse is 75 gold. A war horse is 400 gold.
Yeah.
Good gosh, a war horse costs more than an elephant.
You can buy an elephant?
That's player's
for
handbook.
200 gold. Yeah.
Mind you, I would be hard pressed to find an elephant in this setting.
Oh, yeah. It's just, I did not know you could buy an elephant.
Is there a horse there that Godimer think will carry him?
Yeah. There's bigger people than you in the guild.
Yeah, Fletch will take a guild horse.
Yeah.
Aridin will too.
You're gonna take a guild horse, or you gonna buy a war horse?
I was just going to buy a horse and donate it to the guild.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to pay for the feed and upkeep.
Oh no, that's paid for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Scribe always has a ton of money and has no use for it, so that's why she buys stuff like this.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way Aridin is. I mean, let's see. Right now, she's toting around. Let's see, a little over 2,000 gold.
You can
Scribe-
definitely buy a warhorse from a breeder.
Well, in that case, I'll buy me a warhorse. Well, actually, Aridin probably wouldn't ride a warhorse. That would be...
Warhorse are basically a horse that's trained.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I definitely want one that's trained. So we'll need a saddle, a bit and a bridle.
Basically something that won't run away in battle.
A saddle, depending on kind of level you want. Military saddle is 20. A riding saddle is 10. And saddlebags are 4 gold.
All right, so let's see, 64, 268 plus 400, so 468 gold, and I should be okay.
If you want to buy barding, it's 4 times the cost of the armor you want to put on the horse.
If I want to buy barding, it's 4 times the cost of what?
The armor that you want to put on the horse, it costs 4 times that number. But your horse will be covered in armor, so they'll have a better AC than, I think it's 13 for a warhorse.
Yeah, I'll worry about that after we get back. So it's 468 to get me outfitted for now, and
Yeah.
I'll figure out what kind of armor to put on it afterwards. Let's deduct some money. I'll trade in my 1,000 gold piece gem and get some change
Yeah.
in platinum.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, armor class of a warhorse is 11. I guess they only have a 12 dexterity. Yeah. So, warhorses are trained so they won't get skittish in battle. And they can even make attacks. Not very good attacks, but they can make attacks.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Okay. So, you head out. So, one of you make a d20 roll.
That's a 7.
Okay. It's kind of a crappy day. It's just getting over winter, so it's kind of wet, overcast. Yeah. I tell you the temperature, but I could only tell you in Celsius.
Is it raining?
No. It looks like it's threatening to rain, but it's not really.
Gordimer is gonna look up and say, "It looks like the gods are going to bless us."
That would be a change.
Good thing Jander's not along with us. He'd have something snarky to say about that.
About which part?
Oh, the gods and blessing us.
Also, if any of you ever happen to look on Godamir's arms, his left arm specifically, he currently has 3 what look to be wounds or scars, fresh scars there.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys travel. Nothing significant happens. You guys set up camp for the night. Actually, there's a rest stop kind of thing that you could probably make. That's about half a day away from where you are, but it's a secure area that you could take a spot and rest, and then have a half day's travel to Farmstead.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds fine.
But do you want to just travel through the night, or just stop in there on your way through?
I'm good either way. Whatever you guys want to do.
Okay.
I'd rather stop.
I think we should stop so that way we get to the place before nightfall.
Okay.
Not wait all day there.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
So you camp out. You camp outside. Don't need to roll perception. Nothing's going to happen to you. You get up in the morning. You guys trade off shifts and all that. You get up, rested, and then all that, and for another full day of traveling.
Okay, riding along.
Yeah. So, yeah. By noon you pass the port-like thing that's built in onto the road. It's mainly there, so caravans and that travel along the road from Illumina to Endotrion have a secure place to stop. Because caravans travel at a slower pace than adventurers do. So it takes a bit longer. So, and it's good to have a spot they can rest without having to worry about security. About 3 or 4 hours after passing that, you break off the road to go. It's like a half road. With the farmers use to come out of their lots onto the main road. You were heading east, and now you're heading north.
What time do we estimate to get there?
It's going to be dark by the time you get there because it was 2 full days of travel.
Okay. So will we even be able to start when we get there, or are we going to have to wait till the following day?
They said the bears seem to be coming at night. So, or whatever is attacking, they probably. But they seem pretty sure it's bears. So, you you guys are well rested, and it's usually, I usually don't penalize you until you hit the 48-hour mark of being awake. So
in that case, when we get there, we should probably just do the job.
yeah.
Yeah.
The bears come that night.
True.
So, you come upon the homestead that Fletch says believes to be the lot, the farm lot. What do you guys do?
Well, do we see anybody outside or
No,
around?
it's dark. You assume anyone outside would be uh, probably not someone who works there.
Well, if you guys want to go knock on a door, you can. I'm going to put on my goggles of night vision and look for bear tracks or some kind of tracks.
Okay.
Are you proficient in survival, perchance?
I am. I'm not great at it, but I'm proficient in it.
Well, I would offer to give you advantage if.
So you're gonna
Yeah.
send the half orc up to knock on the door to say, "Hey, we're the adventurers."
I'm definitely not gonna knock. I'm aware that people don't generally enjoy half orcs knocking on their doors.
At night when they're
Yeah.
trying to go to bed.
Well, maybe we should do that first before looking for tracks. I can.
Fine, Eridan will go introduce herself.
Yeah. So you go up to the door, no?
I go up to the door and knock.
Okay. And middle-aged gentleman. Forrest seems to be well fit for his age. You assume he's the owner of the farm. What can I do for you people this late at night?
We've been sent by the UAG, and at this point, I will show him my badge.
Ooh.
He wide-eyed stares at it.
We've been sent to take care of some possible bears or some sort of creature.
What? Yeah, bears. Oh yeah. He
I'll cover back up.
He looks back at your eyes.
Eyes up top, buddy.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, we can never put the funds together to move to a better lot, so. Yeah, so when spring rolls around, the bears come out of hibernation and they are hungry, and we just happen to be the closest one to their location.
Well, you should probably contact the UAG next year before winter's end and have them go hunt the bears in the caves.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the thing is, it doesn't happen every year, so it hasn't happened for a couple years, so we thought maybe they moved on to a different location.
Okay. Well, we just wanted to let you know we're here, and is there a place we can tie our horses up or put them in the barn?
Yeah, there should be a place that you'd be able to tie them to. Out back by the barn.
Okay.
All right.
Go back there and tie a horse up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the man, if do you still have the dead bodies of the creatures that were killed?
No, we buried them because they were just flesh-torn corpses.
Have you noticed any tracks in any certain areas around the farm?
Yeah. Oh, there's tracks, meandering tracks coming down from the direction of the mountain, and in our corral. Yeah. There, the tracks get a little hairy because, all the animals are running around.
Yeah. What sort of animals do they keep? Like sheep or goats?
We have cows and some sheep, but it's usually, you can sell if you can raise cows well. The meat goes for a good price, and free fertilizer for our crops.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
If you all don't have any more questions, I'd like to see how many tracks I can find.
That sounds good to me.
Or Fletch can see how many he can find.
Well, what's your plus in survival?
Just 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's only a 5, but.
I have a 4.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna nod at the man and just turn around and walk towards where he said the tracks were.
Yeah. So you guys go get the horses and
Airden, do you have any way to have night?
Julian, how do you pronounce your character's name again?
It's pronounced, Gotamore. Or Gotamer.
I've got goggles of night.
Oh, okay. Well, so do I. And
Gotamer, do you have proficiency in survival?
Yes, I'm well versed in tracking.
Okay. So if you're helping Fletch with tracks, you could give them advantage.
I do so.
okay. Well, that's good. Even with advantage, I only got 16.
Not like the animals are smart enough to hide their tracks, so you see tracks. You can roll a nature.
All of us are just him.
Oh,
Well, you
no.
all see the tracks, so you can all roll nature.
Yeah, you guys roll because I rolled a natural 1.
I'm not proficient, but I do have a +4. And that does me no good because I rolled a 2.
I got a 16.
Okay.
So the half-orc can identify, these are definitely cave bears based on the size of the ball and all that.
Yeah, Airden and Fletcher over here like, I think these are elephant tracks. Then when the half-orc speaks up, we're like, oh, yeah, we knew that. Sure. We were just testing you.
Yeah. So, you can definitely... Yeah.
I'm going to ask the party, should we wait here for them to come, or should we go to them?
Well, you were talking with the farmer. You mentioned that it's not a nightly occurrence. It's like every few days they come down, gorge themselves, and they go back up.
Well, if you can track it, I can pretty much be practically invisible for all intensive purposes.
Did he say when they last attacked?
It was a few days ago.
So they might show up tonight or maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Either way, odds are they'll take the same route. So even if we follow the tracks
back, yeah,
I can go either way.
I would like to track them down personally.
That's fine with me.
I agree.
So, you need to roll another survival for tracking them.
Okay. Oh, good lord. Okay. With advantage, I got an 8. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Yeah.
Can I roll an investigation to see if I can find the trail again?
Or may I just roll detractions?
Technically, you were
Oh, I was assisting. I forgot. Sorry.
assisting him, so you two already had your chance because you were giving up your chance to roll to try and give him a better one. So
Oh,
Sheridan
okay.
you can roll survival because it doesn't quite fit investigation.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not horrible. 15?
Yeah. Yeah. Those two kind of go off the path, and you get them to come back on.
I think the elephants went over here.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you're able to track the them back into the mountains. The mind you, so you basically there's no the farmers have just started planting, so it's pretty nimble earth, so it's pretty easy to see tracks through the fields. So you guys are just going through the fields, following the tracks back into the mountain. You are doing this for hours because the bears really came a long way just to get a couple animals.
Well, if it's the closest food, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Are the animals in the woods suddenly? I guess a decrease in them.
There isn't really any woods. Just give me a second.
Oh, okay, so it's in the mountains.
Yeah, this area of Illumina is there are trees burst sprout, but it's mostly leads into a mountainous area.
In that case, Godimer feels at home. He comes from the mountains.
Okay.
At least it's not freezing cold enough for the snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. So we followed for 4 hours. Are the tracks still there?
Yeah. Like I said, they're bears. Once you find the tracks, it's pretty hard to lose them.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really. The weather hasn't really that bad that it would wipe away the tracks, so they're still pretty fresh.
It's nighttime right now, right? Does anyone have a torch lit, or you have night vision goggles?
They both have night vision goggles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
yeah,
you're the only one relying on natural sight.
Oh yeah, and I have dark vision, so I'm good.
Okay, things are getting a little trippy as I switch screens. So, you guys are about the house. The farm lot is about here. You head north, get to the lot, and the tracks are heading more east into this area where the hilly mountains are.
As long as we're not heading into Heroes Pass, I'm happy.
Oh no, you got days before you hit. Yeah, you got about 4 days of travel before you hit Heroes Pass.
All right, so I guess we continue following the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we start seeing any type of caves or anything?
It's you travel for about 8 to 10 hours before you start hitting rocky terrain. So by the time you hit the mountainscape, the sun's peeking over the horizon. Like it was you think they head out in the morning, and it's nighttime by the time they get there.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's daytime when they leave, and it's nighttime when they get there.
Yeah.
It's pretty
So
smart
long.
bears.
Yeah, but that's a long way to travel. I mean, surely there's something in these mountains to eat, like, I don't know, goats or something.
More than likely, it's something that's going to eat them. So, but you do come across the tracks do lead into a cave. It's a cave that's very not high off the ground. You would think if they ventured farther into the mountainscape, they would come across something that would be preying on them. Because you've all heard about the dragons and the wyverns and the big scary creatures that live deep in the mountains of Demonary Row.
Well, yeah. I could try sneaking in and see if they're in there, or we could just go walking in and wake them up and kill them in the cave.
You guys are tired, but you're not quite exhausted yet. You guys been up for like almost a day and a half, so you're feeling it, but it's not like anything imposing.
Or the more information we have, the better, probably, if you want to sneak ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
I might be better at sneaking. I'm not sure.
You may have some other abilities. I've got a plus 12 to stealth.
I got a plus 14.
Okay, then you're better at sneaking.
Well, you're both very good at sneaking.
Yeah, I have a plus 3.
And that's actually not a plus 3 is not bad, actually.
No, it's really not. I worked hard to get my sneak up to that high. I also have boots of elven kind, so that should help too.
Yeah, you do. You go do the sneaking.
Alrighty. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I just rolled a natural 20.
Where did he go?
That would be a 34.
Yeah.
Scribe actually got a 42 in stealth the other day.
How did you manage that?
Pass without a trace.
Yeah,
yes.
She had cast Pass Without a Trace, so everybody had a plus 10.
I think when I was playing the other day and they cast Pass Without a Trace, I think I rolled like a 4 or a 5. So it still ended up,
Okay.
It was 18 plus 10, so 28.
Yeah, Scribe's got a... Plus, Scribe has a plus 14 to stealth also.
While waiting outside for him to come back with a report, Godimer's going to take out his great axe and start sharpening it.
Okay. With what?
He carries a whetstone.
Okay.
Alright, I am sneaking in stealthily as possible.
Yeah. I'm not even going to bother to do a counter roll. Not even a natural 20 could hear you. Yeah. So you sneak in. What did Fletch get on his roll?
On what roll?
Stealth?
Oh, I didn't go in. Once he was going in, I just let him go.
Oh, okay.
So I'll stay outside with Godimer.
Okay. So.
And just to look impressive, I'll break out my whetstone and sharpen, I don't know, my rapier. It doesn't quite have the same manliness to it, but still.
Yeah. So, as you head farther back into the cave, you get a strong sniff of decay.
Okay. Unnatural decay or just like remains
animal
of dinner decay?
Natural decay, animal decay.
Okay.
Yeah. Not undead, just dead body.
Okay. I literally can live with that.
Yeah. So
Um,
as you sneak further, the smell gets stronger, and you see there is. I'm just roll in nature.
roll nature. Okay. Let me see what my nature is. +4. I forget that quick. That's going to be an 18.
Okay. As you can see, there's a body of a dead cow almost stripped. You can see 2 male bears, 2 female bears, surrounding about 5 cubs.
Ooh. I'm going to assume that since my intelligence is pretty high, I would know messing with cubs would be a bad idea.
Yeah. Like the cubs are sandwiched between the 2 females, and they're behind the 2 males.
All right. And so there's 4 adults and a handful of cubs. All right.
Yeah.
Is this like does it just end in this room, or is it like tunnels branching off?
There's no tunnels. It's just a simple 4-in cave. It's a naturally occurring cave. Like I said earlier, the farther you go into the mountain, the more dangerous it gets for you and wildlife. So they know better than to. It's more likely they'll have human interaction, but it's less likely they'll be killed by like I said. Wyverns are heavily known to live in these mountain ranges, so.
All right.
And those things will feast on predator and prey alike.
All right, so Aridin is somebody make up a DC in their head. Just out on a D20.
12. I don't know.
Okay, I rolled a 1, so I'm going to do something stupid.
Yeah, I usually just do if it's higher than 10, I take the smarter option, and if it's lower than 10, I take the dumber option.
He's taking the real dumb option.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. I don't really want to do that. How big is this room?
You probably traveled back about 80 feet, and it's probably about 15 feet wide and about the same tall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a naturally occurring cave, and those naturally occurring caves, unless there's like a huge water flow drip, they don't grow that big on their own.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sharpshooter. Well, basically, I'm going to attack.
They
one
are
of the-
still asleep, so because
which would mean an automatic crit, correct?
yes,
All right.
but you still have to roll an attack roll because
Oh yeah, to see if I even hit.
Yeah.
All right. So that's we're going to do sharpshooter. We're going to use a serpent's venom poison arrow. It has
how
a.
far away are you standing from?
I'm going to stand about. Well, I can only see 60 feet dark vision, so I'm going to say 50 feet away. And so the con save for the poison arrow is 11.
Okay.
Otherwise, they take.
That?
One of the male bears.
Okay.
All right, so please be something much better than a 1. All right, well that's survivable. 7 plus 9, so 16 to hit.
That hit,
Alrighty.
and it failed the con save by 1.
Oh, damn. All right, so
I still make it. You have to roll your die. You get double dice, but you still have to roll them.
that's fine. All right, so we'll start with the regular. That's D8 plus 4.
Since they were incapacitated, you had advantage, so you have your sneak attack.
All right, so D8 plus 4 is 11. And since I got the 3d6 plus the 2d6, so there's a total of 5d6. So 11 plus 14 is 25. Plus 10 is 35. And what am I? Do I just roll another dice, the damage dice again?
For what?
Well, how are you doing the critical?
You just double the dice and roll them.
Oh, okay. Well, here. I did that incorrectly then. Punch that in here. There.
For your bow, instead of a D8, you roll 2D8. Instead of and for your sneak attack, you roll 4D6.
Okay. All right. So, well, it'll be 5D or 10D6, right? Because we double the dice.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So, my bow damage is 13 plus 4 is. I'll break out the calculator. 13 plus 4 plus 10 plus 43. 70 points of damage.
It's an outright kill. Oh. Almost. You were 4 points shy of doing double maxed out.
All right, so
you were 14 points shy. My math is wrong. They have 42 health. But it's definitely a kill.
bonus action. Do they wake up? Because if they don't, then I'm going to continue to do stupid.
I'm trying to think of what the DC would be.
Probably, they'd probably wake up because there's a lot of things there to hear me or hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the females woke up because she rolled a 17 on her perception.
All right. And as a bonus action, I'm going to dash my happy ass back out of the cave. And as I exit, I'm going to say, "They're coming."
Yeah.
What's coming?
Yeah.
Bears.
Everyone roll initiative.
Lots of bears.
My character wouldn't know that there were cubs in there, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
6 initiative.
10 initiative.
Okay, 21. There we go. 21/16. So
Yeah. Back at the top of the round with Darden.
all right. Do I hear them coming out of the tunnel?
Yes. Well, you would. It's not their turn yet.
Okay. And you said the tunnel's only about 80 feet deep?
Yeah, to the end wall, it's about 80 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to have to ask you a question about...
The bears would have to dash to get out to the entrance in one round.
Yes. But if I had, say, Hurl Flame, and it had a reach of 120 feet, and I shot it into said cave,
Yeah.
would... I'm not sure how the spell would work because, I mean, you would be compressing the air and it would be back pressure on the way out. Or am I just overthinking that?
You're overthinking it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to hurl...
You basically... Yeah, you summon fire in your hand, and then you just... Magical fire, and you basically throw it.
Okay.
There's not really much physics to it.
Alrighty. It's a +7 to hit is what I have written down. So 13 + 7 is a 20.
Yeah, you hit.
Alright, so...
You do not have high AC.
Alright, so 5d6 fire damage. And then I take half of whatever that is.
Yeah, it's 7d6 and you take half.
It's 76?
Yeah. Ifriti's Hurl Flame is 76.
Well, I wonder why I have 5 written down.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will change that. Alright. Alright, so 23 points of damage. And I'm just guessing that everything in there takes 23 points.
No, it's a single target.
Okay.
It's like Firebolt, except less painful.
Okay.
Yeah, the two of you just see this flame appear in Eridan's hand as he just sort of palm up, just summons fire, and then just sort of grabs it like a ball and throws it and into the cave. You just see her hand just all covered in burns.
That looks painful.
Yeah, it doesn't feel the best.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to try that, so.
Yeah. The bear that you hit is really in pain. And then it's Fletch's turn. Because the bears rolled a 4. So they're going on.
Oh, well, that kind of sucks. Fletch is going to stay where he's at and ready his put away his rapier and ready his longbow. And basically, I'm readying an action for
into the cave. They're not that far away.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Yeah, they're like 70, 65 feet away from you.
do I see the baby
It's a
bears?
straight shot. It doesn't curve or anything. You can actually. You have 120, or you have 60 feet dark vision.
It's whatever goggles and night vision give. I don't remember off the top
It
of my
depends
head.
on if you have. It doubles your night. It gives you 60, and if you already have dark vision, it gives you 120.
I do not already have dark vision.
Okay, then you wouldn't be able to see the cubs because they're back at the end wall.
Okay, well then, the biggest, baddest bear I see, I'll take 3 shots at it with arrows.
Yeah, it
Let's
just got
see.
hit with a thing of fire.
Okay, I got a 23.
Yeah.
And 8.
Basically, if you roll a 12, you hit.
Okay, I got 3 hits then.
Yeah.
4. Let's see. 29 total. 29 points of piercing damage.
You take it down.
Oh, okay, that was easy.
It already was damaged with the hurl flame, so
Yeah, I know. But
yeah. So now it's Godimer.
Godimer is going to move in 30 feet and ready his great axe for whatever comes close to him.
Okay. I'm gonna go into rage because your rage doesn't end until the end of your next turn if you don't attack something or take damage.
No, he doesn't always go into rage. It's only in specific instances.
Okay. Okay, so you head into the cave 30 feet. So, it's the bear's turn. These 2 bears come forward and attack you.
Okay.
One of them, it bites you, but misses on the claw because it rolled a 10 on the claw, but a 24 on the bite.
Okay.
You take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the other one does the same thing. Rolls a 10 on the bite and a 12 on the claws. So
Okay.
both miss.
So
yeah.
the one that hurt me is gonna get the strike for my great axe.
Okay.
That's a 20 to hit,
You hit.
and that's 9 damage.
Okay. It's back to the top of the round with Aridin. The 2 female bears just one tried to slash and bite, and the other one tried to slash and actually bit your half-orc friend.
All right, well, I'm going to sharpshooter and try to hit the one that attacked my new friend.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably going to hit.
Yeah.
So 24.
Yeah.
All right. And let's see, that's going to be 18 plus 7, so 25 points of damage.
Okay. It's hurt. Not down, but hurt.
All right. Action search. Let's just poke at it again. This time, so it'd be a dirty 20 to hit.
It's
That's 12 plus 10 is 22. Plus 7 is 29 points of damage.
yeah, it's down.
And that's my turn.
Yeah. So, Fletch.
Oh, what the heck? I'll just put away the bow, save some arrows. Plus, I don't want to take a chance on hitting one of my companions. So I'll take out my rapier and rush forward and stab the last big bear 3 times. Or try to. Let's see. 25, 27, and then a 14.
Y'all hit.
Okay. For 29 points of damage.
It's hurt. Really
Oh.
hurt, but still up.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and action surge and try to stab it 3 more times. Well, and I rolled like crap. That's 11, 13, and a 17.
The 11 misses, but the other 2 hit.
Okay. 21 points of damage.
You kill it. Yeah. Now that combat's over, is Airden going to tell the group about the 5 cubs that are at the back of the cave?
Yeah, guys, I don't know how you feel about it, but there are 5 cubs in the back of the cave.
Oh, man.
What?
So, I have a plan that's possibly a little more humane than you just killing them. We could take them back to town and sell them to a circus.
So they can be tortured the rest of their lives?
Yeah. The cubs are up, and you probably think they're no more than 6 months old.
Oh, man.
Godimer's going to get rid of the bodies of the adults before the cubs can see them. At least try to.
No, they definitely see them.
Yeah.
They saw it happen in real
Isn't
time.
that age still the nursing age?
Yeah. They would be just starting to wean.
How big are they? Like, size-wise? Can one be picked up in, like, one arm and another be picked up in another arm?
Yeah. Considering your size and strength, you probably pick up 3. They aren't that
Okay.
big. They're probably only like 1.5 feet long. Maybe, definitely more than a 1.5 feet at least.
My character
I don't
sees
know
no
the
other
size
option.
of newborn cubs, so
What? Okay, you can carry 3 of them. I can probably carry 2 of them.
yeah.
I can carry 1. I have a 15 strength.
Oh, you're stronger than I am then.
Yeah, my character sees no other alternative than to carry them and try to figure out what to do with them.
Yeah.
Maybe find a druid that's willing to... I don't know.
You know, that's a
Does
brilliant
know-
idea.
Yeah, there's a Druid's Grove back in Illumina, but that's a ways back.
Yeah, that's what my character would feel compelled to do, because, I mean, he doesn't... If he'd have known there were cubs, he would not have done what had been done.
Yeah, I don't want to have to kill babies.
So he's going to take the 3 and then just carry them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll carry 1 of them. Fletch, you can carry another one if you want to.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Yeah. So what are you going to do with the body of the adults as you carry the cubs past them?
Oh, they've already seen them. There's nothing that can be done.
Well, we could have steak.
One does not eat a predator's meat, says Godimer.
Won't be the first time. Since I'm only carrying the 1 as I go past, I'll like try to shield its eyes with my other hand.
Well, you know,
I actually think I have... I don't know what my pack contains. Let me check. If I have a blanket of sorts or a bedroll, I would cover, like, just put it over them while I carry them, because people will not.
I've got an extra coat, if you don't. Or a cape, for that matter.
Yeah. So that's what my guy would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an extra fur cape now that I think about it.
Is it bear fur?
No, it's white. It's a white snake fur. I know, it's snake, but still, way up north, the snakes have fur. Or at least the big ones.
Something I have never seen.
Yeah, I've seen way too often.
Anyways, so we have to go back to town.
Yeah.
I'm gonna temporarily leave the bears in the the care of these my companions while I go and collect some type of proof that we actually killed the bears and put it in a pouch.
Yeah. You just need something like a fang or a claw or something.
Yeah, so I get like a fang or a claw from each bear.
It has to be the same.
You mean five baby bears isn't enough proof?
Well, I'm gonna get. I think I'd rather not even show them the baby bears, but I'm gonna get the right canine of each of them.
Yeah.
And put them in a pouch before I head back to the group.
Yeah. So, yeah. To get back to where you have your horses it's like an 8-hour trek.
Okay. Did we pass by any type of river or anything on the way?
No. It's pretty dry here.
Okay.
You think there's probably a river somewhere in the mountain, but heck if you know where it is.
Well, we have some water on us.
I was just I was thinking in terms of like getting them fish to eat or something. But okay. So while we're walking and I guess we're heading back, Godimer is gonna say it's probably best that they do not know that we have spared the cubs and are taking them with us.
Probably.
So how do we want to do this?
Well, to be fair, the farmer just wanted to. He really just wanted bears to stop eating their cows.
Okay, so he's actually probably happy that we're taking them away.
He doesn't care. They're not going. That means they're not going to be around to grow up to eat his cows.
Yeah. So, okay. But if you want, we could leave you outside in the woods or something somewhere with the cubs while we go in and get our animals and get payment or whatever. And
you'll get paid at the guild, not by them.
That's fine.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we just head back to the guild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can let the farmer know, hey, it's done.
The bears are taken care of. Okay. Yeah. Can we? So I'm gonna ask them because I'm obviously new to the area, new to the guild. Do they know of any druids that would be willing to take care of the cubs?
They,
or as I call them, nature men.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely
knows personally a druid that has a grove.
Yeah, I was going to say
there are several groves around Illumina, and that the guild generally would know of. But Aridin, you would think of the Furbog's grove.
Yeah, I had completely forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the guy with the big wolf. The big guy with the big wolf.
Yeah.
Is that on the way back to the guild, or would we have to go to the guild first and then?
Actually, if you don't go down the road and travel through the grasslands, you generally know where the grove is. Carrot Talk has casually mentioned generally where the grove is to guild members. So you have an idea where it is. So because it's on this side of Illumina, it's in the grasslands, kind of shielded by druid magic.
So I'm going to ask if my companions are all right with us stopping by there to drop off the cubs, or see if he's willing to take care of him.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it works for me. I'm not that heartless.
No,
Just murdering their parents. I mean,
in front of them.
yeah, I don't know. Happens to the best of us.
I don't know. I didn't know my parents. Sniff, sniff.
Yeah. So it'll take you about 3.5 days of travel to get to the Druid Grove.
After we get to the farmers, right?
Yeah, this is traveling on horseback, but
Yeah. Okay.
because you're traveling over grassland, you gotta be careful not to hit holes in that, so the horses don't twist their ankle and that.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to ask, before we leave the farmers, if possible, I'm going to ask him if he happens to have strips of beef that he's willing to sell or part with.
Well, if they're starting to wean, would it be best to get some milk for them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What type of milk is compatible with bear's milk? Can I roll a nature check?
Well,
you can, but you assume animal milk and the best. Milk is milk, kind of. You
Okay.
can substitute it with cow's milk, but it's sort of like it's the closest you're going to get to a nurturing mother's milk of the same species.
Okay, so I'm going to buy some of that then if he's willing to part with it or sell it.
Yeah.
Aridon will pay for it. You're
Uh,
new to the guild.
you can get a couple skins of it for 8 silver. Actually, I have no idea how much milk is worth. So
That's all right. I've actually got 18 silver on me, so I'll happily give him 8.
yeah. So yeah, you got 2 skins worth of milk.
Okay.
All right, so in that case, I guess we just continue on our way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Nothing happens. It's well, riding with cubs is a bit of a handful, kind of literally. You after a day traveling, you just end up just sticking them in your backpack with their heads sticking out is the best way you can figure out riding.
That or saddlebags.
Yeah, I've actually got 2 empty saddlebags, so.
Yeah. They're just sort of sitting in the bags with their head poking out. And you're not full galloping, so they won't get rocked out of them. You're going at a steady pace. So.
Alright. I say we just keep on heading that way, and we'll get there eventually.
Everyone roll perception.
Alright.
Ooh. I hope it's you guys, because I only got a 7.
Well, let's see what my perception... I rolled a 16, but I have a -1, so 15.
I got an 8.
Okay.
So we're dependent upon the guy with a -1 in his perception.
Thankfully, since he's friendly, he literally just needed 15 to notice, hey, that spot seems a little weird. as he heads over to it, he kind of disappears.
Ooh, can I
Airden traveling through it, it's like walking through a mirage.
just poke my head back out the other side and go, I think
Yeah.
we might have found it.
Yeah,
And move
about
up and down.
about 6 feet off the ground, you just see Airden's head poke through because he's still on his horse. Yeah, you just see this face sticking out like 5.5, 6 feet off the ground.
That's unnatural. I shoot it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk through.
Mm.
I'm gonna ask what is this druid's name?
It's Caradoc.
Caradoc?
Yeah.
Okay.
That everybody
Airden
keeps
would
calling
probably-
Craddock for some reason.
Yeah. Airden will probably tell you the one you should watch out for is Telmeric.
That's true.
As you guys go through, a wolf that stands about 5 feet tall jumps at the half orc.
Easy now, get down.
The half orc's gonna take a few steps back and try to just, I don't know, shield the cubs in a way. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'll holler for Caradoc.
Yeah. And Airden would probably mention that's Telmeric. Yeah, it's giant by direwolf standard of wolves. Like, it is unnaturally big direwolf.
It's the size of a large pony.
It is bigger than a pony. It
I
is
said
almost
a
the size of
large
a
pony.
young dragon.
Well, they're not much bigger than a large pony.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't think I've ever seen a young dragon, so I'm not sure that I would know.
Yeah, it's about the wolf stands about 6 feet tall and it's about 9 feet long.
Oh, so he's about the size of a horse, only longer.
Yes, it's very edging on the size of huge.
All right, I'll holler for Caradoc again, see
Yeah.
if he can hurry his furball butt up.
Yeah. So, yeah, this furball comes over and says, "Airden, my friend, what are you doing here?"
Well, we need your help. We had a mission that had to deal with some rather dangerous bears, but unfortunately they had cubs. And rather than kill the cubs, we thought you might have a home for them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This grove is for all the animals. He
Good, we've come to the right place.
he motions for you to come over and he says, Telmeric, come here. And the wolf just kind of walks away, almost disinterested.
I'll hop off the horse and greet my friend a little more warmly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I introduced myself to the guy, and well, I'm sorry, I keep on forgetting. What was his name again?
Caradoc.
I'm gonna say.
He's a furbog, so he stands about 7 feet tall.
Ooh, he's 5 inches taller than I am. That's intimidating.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna.
7.5. So yeah, he's about almost a foot taller than you.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna.
You're
my-
half orc. He's half giant.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bow my head politely and say, "Greetings. My name is Godamore, or God. I forget how to pronounce my own name. Godimer of the Storm Heralds. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Fletch is just letting baby bears loose.
Yeah.
And I also released the 3 from my pack.
Around, not knowing what to do.
Do we have any milk left?
Yeah, you have some.
Okay. I'm going to hand it over. I assume he can find some use for it and say thank you for taking care of the cubs.
Yeah. Are you going to pick up the cubs that Fletch just kind of just sat on the ground that are confused by what to do?
Well, if somebody tells me to do something with them, I will, but I don't know what else to do with them.
Where would you like us to place the bear cubs?
Caradoc invites you to come, because you guys are just on the outskirts of the grove. He invites you to actually come to the sanctuary of the grove.
Okay.
Okay.
So, field groves can be big. They can also be small. So, it's about a medium-sized grove. So, it takes you like 10 minutes to get to the sanctuary. And there's a pond and a bunch of different animals. Deer.
As we start to travel towards the center, I pull my boots off and I'll walk barefoot on the ground towards just following along, just being a part of nature.
Yeah.
And my multicolored feet.
If I see him do that, I'm going to assume that that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So
and
I do the same.
I'm keeping my boots on. I'm a city boy.
It's a relatively big pond, and there's lots of fish in there as well.
Okay, so we get to the grove then?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go ahead and release the cubs then.
Yeah. They just sort of look around and they just sort of waddle over to the pond and just they sniff it and then they start drinking a little bit from it. It's a big pond, but they still kind of stay close together. One of the cubs knocks the other ones into the pond. It's able to get back on shore to sort of try and shake out the water.
Okay. And Godimer has, when he releases the cubs that were under his care, he's gonna do a customary orcish blessing from his tribe and basically say, "May the storms bless you."
Yeah.
I will make small talk with Caradoc and see if there's any rumors that he's heard that might be useful to us.
What kind of rumors?
Just anything of interest that he might need taking care of, since he can't really get away from the grove that often.
No, he doesn't. The magic of the grove itself kind of is self-protecting. Since you guys are UAG members, and he's the caretaker of the grove, he labels you friends, so the grove isn't hostile.
How many days travel is it from here to back to the...
About a day and a half. You had to go off track into the grove.
Okay.
Because, groves try and stay hidden.
Okay. So I'm going to say, should we go back to the guild to submit our report?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, well, I'm going to say thank you to Caradoc.
Yep.
I got it. I'm going to say thank you to Caradoc and then start making my way back.
Yeah, he tells you Don't worry about Tamaric. He may look intimidating, but he's just a big puppy. As he just sort of rubs the giant wolf's face like you would a dog.
Can Aridin pet him?
Yeah. The wolf's bigger than you, so try and find a place to bed on.
I figure about halfway up his leg would probably be the best spot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's soft wolf fur.
I give it a gentle scratch.
Yeah. 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 He puts a paw on your shoulder and gives you one big lick that covers almost your whole face.
I laugh hilariously.
Yeah. Yeah. Caradoc asks if he wants him to take care of that hand because you haven't been back to town yet, so you just sort of been field dressing your burns.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, so yeah. He casts Lesser Restoration so the burns are gone.
Does my scales turn back normal, or are they blackened? Or...
I think it was you need a remove curse to get rid of them.
Oh, I don't want to get rid of them. I was just more concerned, did it damage the...
No, it just healed the burns, so...
Okay.
Yeah. Restoration spells reset the body to natural, so since it's a curse that made your natural skin fleshy scales, it healed your palm and fingers. Mind you, you didn't have scales on that side, but the burns kind of went over to the side, so the sides were the kind of scales that were kind of burned are still there.
Okay.
The palms of your hands and the soles of your feet do not have scales. Everywhere else is scaly.
Oh, that's going to be entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case it needs to be said, your genitals aren't scaly, but the skin around them is scaly.
Oh, darn. I was hoping I had multicolored genitals.
Yeah. Yeah. And your nipples and areola are normal, but your breasts are scaly.
They're still nice.
Yeah. They're real and they're fabulous.
I'm glad you noticed.
I was making a 20-year-old reference.
Oh, I got the joke.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a day and a half travel, and people are definitely going to be interested what happened to you because a job that's supposed to be 4 days took you 8. So yeah.
So we're back at the guild now, then.
Yeah. I'm not going to jump you guys on the way back. Like I said, I didn't want this to be a really long game.
Yeah, we'll report it.
Yeah.
Show the bear claws or whatever we had, and I guess collect our money.
Yeah, incisors. Yep. One of the canines. I think it was canines. Yeah. So you get 100 gold each for completing the contract.
Alrighty.
Cool.
So, and you put the warhorse in the stable, and they'll handle taking care of it. And then that are you putting it there for your use only, or for any guild member to use?
Yeah, I'll put it in there for any guild member.
Because I think all the other horses were just draft horses. I know
Oh.
riding horses.
Well, in that case, I'll keep it for my use then.
Yeah.
Did you name the horse?
I think I haven't quite got his temperament yet, so
Cubby.
I was thinking a freak myself.
Mm.
Did you say freak?
A freak.
Oh, okay.
F. I can never remember how to spell it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, if you guys don't have anything else you want to do, I have nothing.
Has it been long enough time since the magic has been restored, or the chaos magic has been dispersed, to possibly track down a quiver of Ilona? I think is what it's called.
You can always try.
Oh, yeah. Fletch wouldn't mind one of those, actually.
Yeah. Gotta roll me a percentile.
All right. A percentile 81.
Yeah.
Fletch is going to look for one, too. I got a 46.
Yeah. Neither of you find one.
Okie dokie. In that case... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. No, continue.
I was just going to ask about maybe visiting the black market and checking up on some more exotic poisons.
What do you know about the black market?
I've been there.
Oh yeah, that place.
Yeah, well, I'm referring to the place where we saw, I think it's the White Queen or whatever she is.
The Pale Queen?
Yeah, for a, the one for a split second I thought about shooting an arrow at until the guy exploded.
Yeah. Mm. You mean the level 17 Vampire Queen?
Yeah, that one.
Oh. More vampires.
Mm.
Yeah, there's one running around in the basement of Illumina.
There's more. There's more than one.
Yeah.
Is there? Sorry, I just thought of this. Is there anyone in the guild who I would think to maybe ask to improve my great axe?
There are.
And how much would it be for them to do so?
How, like, just making it with different metal, or magically enchanted?
Magically enchanted.
To get your great axe magically enchanted, the +1 will cost you 200 gold.
Okay, so I need to. Are there any like miscellaneous jobs on the wall that I think could be done?
Well,
how much gold do you need?
I just need 40 gold.
I'll loan you 40 gold. Hell, I'll loan you 200 if you want it. And by loan, I mean there is absolutely zero interest, and the payment plan is whenever.
Okay, then I would take him up on this.
Yeah. So, it'll take 2 weeks. In the Discord, there's underneath a named adventure guild sub thing where all the things are listed. There's a calendar there to keep track of days. The calendar here is 7 days a week, but each month is 6 weeks. still 12 months, but it's a bit longer than a normal calendar.
So 2 weeks from now would be when then?
Whenever that many days in Game Pass.
Okay, so like I would go
Up
through.
to date, but basically, so 2 weeks after this game. So I'm going to be posting an updated calendar. So basically, I'm also going to post what the date is, as well as I usually post how many days passed and what the date is. Look at the dates, and then 2 weeks from that, your axe will be done.
Okay, is there an axe that I can borrow from someone
Great
alone
Axe
to?
If he's giving you 200 gold, you can buy a spare axe. The great axes aren't that much, so like 25 gold.
Yeah, I'll give you 20 platinum.
He gave you 2,000 gold.
Okay.
Okay, so one question: 20 platinum is
Oh, sorry.
2,000 gold?
Sorry, I think you said 200 platinum.
Oh no.
Okay, so
I mean,
I use
I'm
those.
generous, but not that generous.
Okay, I use those 20 platinum to pay for the upgrading of the weapon,
Yeah.
and then I'll spend. How much did you say a great axe was?
I can double check, but I think it's like they're like 25. They're less than a great sword.
Okay,
I just got it.
I have the player's handbook here. I can just look it
up. Great X, they're 30. Sorry, I was off by 5.
Okay, so now I'm gonna spend 30 of my own gold to repair this, and I'm gonna write down that I owe Aridin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Erdien.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I obviously, well, thank you, Aridin, for
Oh, no
your
worries.
assistance.
Yeah.
Okay. So are there any notices on the board that I see that we could possibly do?
I will be right back.
Is Fletch up for another one?
But if you guys want to, by all means, go for it.
You guys are going to get 2 XP either way, so it doesn't matter.
So Fletch isn't going to play another one then?
No, I don't think so. But
Okay.
Okay.
but I mean, if you and Aridin want to, by all means, go ahead.
Well, I guess we can just. I guess this is a good stopping point.
Yeah.
But
We'll just wait for Aridin to get back.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That was fun. I enjoyed the added twist of the Cubs.
oh yeah,
I do wish I would have known about them before, but
Yeah. Every once in a while, I try and make you feel bad for killing things.
well, if we had actually looking for it outside of our characters, it probably was best that we didn't, because things would have got complicated really quick if we done it with the Cubs.
definitely. I mean, my character is supposed to. I mean, his tribe tries to protect nature as much as possible, so he would have.
Well, my character could care less about nature, but he's not going to like kill babies and their parents in front of the babies.
Yeah,
and stuff,
exactly.
you know?
I don't know. I do kind of. I'm appreciative of the fact that I didn't know they existed, but my
Yes.
character wish he would have known they existed.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually have to go.
Okay. Well, have a good night.
Have a good night. Thank you for having this. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So, 2
Yeah,
XP, your character's at 3rd level.
Oh yeah.
Aha. I can now choose my path.
Ooh. It's always the fun part.
Going totem? Totem bear?
I think I'm gonna. Well, my backstory, the Storm Herald path makes more sense.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would. Anyways, thank you for having this. I'll see you guys later.
Okay, I'll
Have a
see
good night.
you guys later. Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I got back just in time for everybody to say goodbye.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end the broadcast, so thanks to anyone who's watching.